Guys, welcome back to another client tutorial. This tutorial is about how I do makeup on somebody who has textured skin or have acne. So I'm gonna first comb her eyebrows with the brush soap. She has a lot of eyebrows, like bushy eyebrows, and then I'm gonna fill the gaps with the PS Beauty eyebrow pencil, and then I'm gonna carve out her eyebrows with the Plouise base in the shade Rumor, and then set the whole lid with the same base. So I'm taking the Plouise Secret Sinner palette. The shade that I'm using is called Feeling. With a small tapered brush, I'm gonna put this shade right in her socket. She has a beautiful deep set eyes. So, like, for a makeup artist, I think everybody wish to have these kind of eyes. So yeah, I'm gonna put the eyeshadow in her socket line and then blend it with the same brush. Now I'm taking the shade Climax from the same palette with the other fluffy brush and applying it 50% above the filling eyeshadow and 50% into it. Now I'm taking the Marc Jacobs Earthquake eye pencil and applying it on her lash line, and then smudging it out with the smudger brush, and then I'm also using the shade from the palette called Obsession, and I'm gonna place this eyeshadow on top of the liner and then smudging it out towards the outside, like creating a little V, like a wing shape with the eyeshadow. Now I'm taking a smaller, fluffier brush and taking the shade Climax and then further smoking out this wing to the temple. This look is about the smoky wing liner, so that is how I smoke the liners. And I'm placing the shade Love Struck on the outer wing to create more depth, and then further blending it outward. Now I'm applying the liquid liner in from Makeup Gallery, and I'm gonna create a very thin liner because I built up a quite good amount of liner with the Marc Jacobs liner pencil and the eyeshadow. So the black liner is just for the definition of this smoky liner. So I'm gonna create a really thin line across the lash line and then slightly wing out this black liquid liner. Now I am applying the liquid glitter from PS Beauty in the shade Gold and applying it all over the lid. It's a very nice glitter. It just creates a hint of glitter on the eyelid. Now I am applying a Love Struck eyeshadow to the bottom lash line and then blending it further with the Climax eyeshadow with the same fluffier brush that I used to smoke out the liner. Now I am applying the Marc Jacobs Pink in Me eyeliner in her waterline. Now I am highlighting the inner corner and the brow bone with the Doll Beauty highlighter. Now taking the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream all over her face, applying it with my hands and giving a good massage to her skin. And I'm gonna spray a bit of a PS Beauty water primer. It's a good toner to calm down the skin. And then I'm using the Collection 2000 green concealer, and then I'm gonna buff out all over her face with the stippling brush because she has a lot of redness on her face, and then green concealer helps to cancel out any redness of her face. Now I'm applying the Nars Glow foundation and mixing it with the G.Armani foundation. The G.Armani foundation that I mix has neutral undertone, which means that it has a green undertone to it. So mixing the green undertone foundation into your normal foundation helps to cancel out the redness because it has a green tint to it. And then what I'm doing is I'm spreading the foundation equally all over her face. It might look that I'm putting too much foundation on her face, but I literally take 3 to 4 pumps, which is a standard foundation to apply one layer on your face. But I'm spreading with the flat brush all over her face, so that I don't need to put pressure to blend the foundation, and then taking the fluffier brush to set the foundation by pushing the product on her skin rather than buffing out, because when you buff the product it might accentuate the texture of your skin, while when you set the foundation by patting technique, it helps to push the product to go into the skin and set nicely. As you can see, her skin transform a lot, like it looks really smooth now. Now I'm taking the Tarte concealer in the shade light neutral, and I'm applying it with the same technique that I did with the face, that with the flat brush I'm gonna spread out the concealer wherever I want, like under the eyes, bridge of the nose, chin and cupid bow and forehead. And after spreading the concealer evenly, I'm gonna set the concealer with a small brush to set the product on its place by dipping my brush. I'm pushing the product into her skin again, and yeah. Now I'm gonna set the concealer with the diffused light powder from Hourglass, and I'm gonna take a little amount of powder and then I'm gonna set the under eye area, and basically wherever I put the concealer I'm gonna set with this powder. And this powder is so nice. It has a little sheen in it, like you can say there is a shimmer particle in it, but it wasn't flash back at all. Like I can guarantee you that this powder doesn't flash back, and it's really good for somebody who has a textured skin because it's a very finely melted powder, so it easily melted into your skin. So after setting the concealer, I'm gonna take a bigger fluffy brush and I'm gonna set the whole face with the same powder. I wanna mattify her skin, but at the same time I don't want to mattify a lot. Like I don't want her skin to be completely mattified. I want her skin to be illuminated but not dewy at the same time, because she has a textured skin. Textured skin, sometimes if you make them dewy, it tends to catch light and it accentuate all their pores. So this is what I don't want to do. So now I'm taking the bronze light um, powder from Hourglass to contour her face. Again, this powder does have sheen, but it doesn't look shimmery. It's just when you apply on your skin, it gives you a matte finish, but it's such a nice lightweight bronzing powder that it wouldn't settle into your pores. And I'm just doing the feather motion. I'm not pushing, or you can say I'm not like doing the pressure on my brush. I'm just feathering out my brush so that I don't move the foundation, because I applied a light layer of foundation on her face. And then I'm gonna take Plouise blush in, I think there was no shade name. There's a Plouise blush, but it's not available in the market for sale. The dupe of this blush is the Nars Orgasm. Applying it on apple of the cheeks, and this is also a really nice blush. It does have a little sheen to it, which give a really nice illuminated effect to your cheeks, but it's fine. Like the powder is fine, it doesn't settle into your pores. And then I'm taking the Doll Beauty highlighter in the shade Pretty Little Glow, and I'm just applying it on the high points of her face with a small brush. And if somebody has a textured skin, people said that they need to avoid the highlighter because highlighters settle into their pores and then it wouldn't look nice. But if you use a smaller brush, it helps to blend the highlighter into your pores. Like it fills your pores with this highlighter and it doesn't look as bad as with the bigger brush. So I'm applying it with a small brush and buffing out with the bigger brush. Now I'm going to outline her lips with the Cork lip liner, which is one of my favorite lip liner.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight.
Now I'm going to fill her lips with the Peach Stop lipstick from MAC.
Hold tight, dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies.
Now I am applying the Ardell Wispy lashes. So guys, here's the finished look of my acne coverage client. I hope you like this tutorial. If you like my tutorials, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I post once in a week on my YouTube channel. So if you want to get the notification, hit the bell icon so every time I post you get the notification. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.